Good morning. I'll speak words today. Good morning, everyone, from the inside of my car. I have 501 miles left on my tank, and it's 56 degrees with a bit of a misty, foggy rain. Also, the interior lights are left on from last night. That's no good. So I am fixing to head to the store as I woke up this morning with a unfortunate developed cough. Thanks to my sinuses. I tell you guys all the time, my sinuses are terrible. They are terrible. I don't know why I'm saying terrible that way, but I am. They are absolutely horrible, my sinuses. And unfortunately, I like to sleep in a cool bedroom. And unfortunately, it did not happen to be cool last night. And at some point, the temperature rose outside, which the heat kept going. And needless to say, I got hot. And it caused my sinuses to open up and drain, and they drained, unfortunately, into my lungs versus where they're supposed to go. So I have developed a cough, and I'm headed off to the store to get something for it. Because if I do not take something for it now and nip it in the bud, and this happens, and it's happened for the past 3 years at Christmas, unfortunately, and with the wedding on Thursday and Christmas just a few days after, I don't want to be sick, and a lot of times what this turns into is bronchitis, because I do have a bit of chronic bronchitis. I don't have a lot of medical things, and I'm nothing on medication for, but by golly, bronchitis is the worst. If you ever get chronic, or if you have chronic bronchitis, or if you ever had it, it is the worst possible thing you can deal with, and I've had it several times. There was one time and I'm such a bad person. I feel like I'm talking too much while you're not actually getting to see me. So hold on. So I get this quite frequently, and I'm notorious for not taking medication. I've mentioned that before. I think I don't like to take pills. I'm weird. I don't feel the need to. I'm just going to lean forward here. I'm not driving, by the way. I'm still sitting in the driveway. But I don't like taking medication. I don't like taking pills. Mostly because I don't like swallowing them. I can't swallow big pills. So like Advil, Tylenol, things like that, I can get down. But if it's any bigger than that, I usually suffer. So like if I get an antibiotic for any reason, I have to get it in the liquid form, not the pill form, because I can't swallow the pill. I'm a wuss! But the bigger thing is, so as I was saying, I tend to get this usually once or twice a year, and it's usually in the winter, and I'm very notorious for not taking medication, and I'm just letting things naturally take its course. And I think it was last year, maybe in the year before last, I don't remember, that I let it go for so long that it almost turned into pneumonia. I had went to the clinic down in town, just to, because I knew what was wrong. I just wanted them to look at it. And, I'd been running a fever, and I'd been feeling really terrible. Come to find out, I was like 2 days away from pneumonia and hospital time. So ever since then, I pretty much, anytime I feel it coming on, or I start to feel the weight in my chest, so to speak, I go ahead and try to nip it in the bud as fast as possible. So the last time I had this problem, the doctor prescribed me over-the-counter medications that I can take to kind of help clear everything out and dry everything up. So that's what I'm on my way to do, is get the exact same things so that I can clear it up, dry it up, and move on with my life, because I don't want to be at the wedding on Wednesday or Thursday, hacking up along, and I definitely don't want to be running a fever on Christmas. That would be the second time in like 4 years that's happened. For some reason, I think it's because of the weather changes. Because in Tennessee, if you've never been in Tennessee, oh, sorry, I just got a text message. But if you've never been to Tennessee or you don't know much about it, our weather changes quite quickly and frequently. So, for example, last night, I think it was in the 30s and 40s. Today, it's in the low 30s and 20s. And today, it's almost 60 degrees. And then there are days it's like 70 degrees. And then some nights, it's like 20 degrees. And it's a huge swing in temperature change, which causes a lot of problems. We also have a lot of pine pine trees and other things that really affect me. I'm also really susceptible to mold, I'm assuming. I went into a house when I was looking for houses a few years ago, and it was a house, the basement had flooded, and they had gutted most of it, but there was still black mold in it. And I mean, not 2 seconds in the house, I couldn't breathe, my face felt swollen. So there's that. So I'm going to stop talking and rambling on about my problems. And I'm going to get in the car. Excuse me. I'm going to get in motion in the car and go to the store and get what I need. So let's get this day started.